This is the best time in history to be an investor. Like, there's no doubt about it. I continue to be more excited about the next few years than the last few years. Even though like the first little bit of this AI cycle is over, like it's just going to get so much bigger. You can't even wrap your head around how big this is going to get, how much of the world is going to change. And with change comes opportunity as investors. So even if you're just starting out right now, like you have to find money to put into an investment account. You just have to, whatever it takes. Drive an Uber while we still have drivers and Ubers. I truly think every dollar you can figure out how to like get through any means, you can turn into 50 or $100 through aggressively investing the next 5 to 10 years.
Is there any investment you won't make?
No.
Restaurants.
Oh, well. Well, no, I have two, but they are passion projects of mine. I've talked about this. Restaurants are the worst use of capital. What's really fascinating about the restaurant industry, and I have two super successful restaurants that me and my business partner fully own, but almost every restaurant in the world is set up in a similar manner. And basically investors will invest in a restaurant and you have an operating group, and that operating group will take 5% off the top before the investors get any money back. Well, the problem is most restaurants will only make 5%. So if you're investing in a restaurant, likely you're never making your money back. The very best restaurants make, let's call it a 15% profit margin. So if it takes you $5 million to build out a restaurant, because that's often what people will take to build a restaurant out these days, and that restaurant knocks it out of the park, like really knocks it out of the park, and is doing $10 million of revenue, then that restaurant is making $1.5 million of profit in like the best of all best case scenarios. But the management firm took 5% off the top. So that's $500K just to them. They make their money no matter what. Okay. So that leaves $1 million. Now, investors will get their money back before the management company takes any profit share for themselves beyond the 5% they already took. But it would take you 5 years just to get paid back. And then once you get your paid back as an investor, the management company takes half of the profits after that, in addition to the 5%. So now you're looking at only $500,000 of profit that goes to the investor pool. You're basically making $500,000 on a $5 million investment that knocked it out of the park. So you're taking on one of the riskiest investments in the entire world that is almost definitely going to fail, in the hopes that it becomes one of the top performing restaurants and you can make 10% on your money. Who on earth would do that?
What was the restaurant we went to with Joshua Weissman?
Jose Bazaar?
Yeah. And how much was that build out?
I think their build out was like close to 50 million, 60 million, 40 million, something like that.
Yeah. So we looked at this restaurant and it is incredible. It is one of the best places to go on the Strip. If you have time, maybe tomorrow, go and check it out. Would highly recommend it. But we were looking at the build out, and Josh was saying this build out costs over $10 million.
The oven alone was $1 million.
It was $1 million. And I was looking at this thinking, okay, it's got to be like 5 or 6. 10 might be like pushing it. Yeah, it was more than $40 million on this build out, just on the build out.
Vegas is a bit of an anomaly place, right? So like maybe it was a vanity project, but if it wasn't, Vegas, it's a weird market, right? But even in Vegas, like I'm telling you guys, there's never been a worse time to start a restaurant. There's never been a worse time to invest in a restaurant. The cost inflation is through the roof. The insurance inflation, I pay almost $300,000 every year for liability insurance between my two restaurants. That used to be under $100K just a few years ago. So it's tripled in a few years. So we pay more in liability insurance than most restaurants make.
How profitable are your restaurants?
We're profitable. We're on the top end of the spectrum. So like we're in that 15% profit. One of my restaurants makes almost $10 million. I have 65 employees at that restaurant, Chelsea Corner. And, I think I have like maybe 25, 30 at Milo Butterfingers in Dallas. But these are both restaurants that I'm super passionate about. I used to work at Chelsea Corner in college. So it was me and my best friend going back, Lynn, and we went back and bought the restaurant that we both worked at in college, and like we rebuilt it, and it's become a neighborhood institution, and it's a place for our neighbors, our friends, our family to come and hang out. Like we get a lot of joy from it. And it just happened to grow into like one of the best performing restaurants in Texas. So great. We knocked it out of the park. It's awesome. But that's not why we did it. We did it because like we really enjoy, like I enjoy just like walking into the restaurant and seeing people I know and sitting down with them. I spent my entire career in intangibles, investing in tech companies and analyzing publicly traded companies. It's nice to have something tangible that people can enjoy. And so that's the only reason I think to open a restaurant is if you want to dedicate your life to it. Because I'm there every day, like almost every day I stop by both of my places. If you're doing it for money, you're absolutely crazy. And people complain that drinks cost $16, $18. Dude, the restaurants are generally not making any money, even with the $18 drinks. We paid $35,000 to get our napkins cleaned, like and rolled and brought back to us, and to get like the mats done and people's uniforms on an annualized basis. The expenses and okay, how much do you think it costs to clean an ice machine?
Oh, gosh. My guess is probably $1,500 to go through and like clean out every component.
Like, no way.
I think it's like $600 to $800. We have 3 ice machines. They're supposed to be cleaned every 3 months. So that's, call it $1,500 to $2,000 every 3 months. So we're basically paying, I don't know, upwards of $5,000 to $8,000 a year to clean our ice machines at one restaurant. Now, how many restaurants do you think actually do that?
Oh, very few.
Very few. But, I eat there, right? And so like I want it to be clean and hygienic, and my neighbors eat there. So that's a commitment I have to them. But it is so expensive to operate a restaurant, and the lawsuits, they never end, right?
What do you get lawsuits for?
You get slip and fall lawsuits. You get, there was a fight at our restaurant a year ago. A kid started a fight, and then these other 3 kids, one of them hit him in the face. And so they're suing each other, and then they sued us just for no reason. And they're like, oh, well, you should have had more security or something. It's like, what can we do? Like we're getting yelled at for serving food late, and like some kid quickly punches someone else. Like that's my responsibility now. Well, guess what? We're $120,000 into legal bills a year later, just trying to get ourselves off the case. And that's something that our insurance is paying for. But believe me, we're going to end up paying for it. So it's like, this is why our insurance has gone from like, 80,000 combined to 300,000. It just keeps going up because we live in this place where people just feel comfortable doing stuff like that. And nobody cares. No one cares that we have, almost 70 employees, that it's their livelihood, that because we have to pay this money, we have to pay them less now. It's like, it sucks. It's a bad business is all I'm saying. Like, you do it if you really want to love it and like if you want it to become your life, but you do not do it for money. I'll tell you that.
Now, one of the biggest challenges when it comes to growing a business is knowing when you can't do everything yourself. Scaling requires the right expertise at the right time, and that is where our sponsor, Upwork, is there to help. With more than 2 decades of experience, Upwork was built with a simple but ambitious goal to pioneer a better way of working. Companies at every stage use it to find flexibility and tap into a global marketplace of talent. Whether you need anything from IT, web development, AI, design, marketing, or admin support.
And posting a job could not be easier. With no cost to join, you can register, browse freelancer profiles, get help drafting a job post, or even book a consultation. From there, you can connect with freelancers that understand you and understand your business, and you can hire them to help take your business to the next level. Upwork just makes the entire process easier, simpler, and more affordable with industry-low fees.
So don't wait. Post a job today and hire tomorrow with Upwork.
So if you want to post a job for absolutely free, go to Upwork.com or click the link down below in the description. It is upwork.com, Upwork.com.
Huge thank you again to Upwork for sponsoring this episode, and now let's get back to the podcast.